In a move that could reshape the geopolitical landscape, Sir Keir Starmer is poised to announce the UK's recognition of a Palestinian state, marking a significant shift in British foreign policy. But here's where it gets controversial. This decision, expected to be unveiled on Sunday afternoon, comes amid fierce debate and intense scrutiny from all sides. Let me break it down for you. Earlier this year, the UK government set a clear condition. Unless Israel agreed to a ceasefire in Gaza and committed to a sustainable two-state solution by September, the UK would recognize Palestine. Now, with that deadline looming, ministers argue that the time to act is now, driven by what they call a moral responsibility to keep the hope of peace alive. But is this the right moment, or is it a misstep? That's the question dividing opinions. The Israeli government, hostage families, and some conservatives have slammed the move, with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu labeling it a reward for terror. Meanwhile, Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas has welcomed the pledge, emphasizing that Hamas should have no role in Palestine's future governance. And this is the part most people miss. The decision isn't just about politics. It's deeply tied to the worsening humanitarian crisis in Gaza, where images of starvation and violence have shocked the world. A UN inquiry recently concluded that Israel has committed genocide in Gaza, a claim Israel vehemently denies. Add to that the continued expansion of Israeli settlements in the occupied West Bank, illegal under international law, and you have a complex web of factors driving this decision. Justice Secretary David Lammy pointed to the controversial E1 settlement project, which critics say could kill any chance of a viable Palestinian state. This isn't just about settlements, he said. It's about settler violence and the threat to the two-state solution. But not everyone agrees. Conservative leader Kemi Badenoch argues that recognizing Palestine now, without the release of hostages, would be seen as rewarding terrorism. Hostage families have echoed this sentiment, claiming the announcement has complicated efforts to secure their loved ones' release. Even U.S. President Donald Trump weighed in during his UK visit, expressing disagreement with the move. Here's the bigger picture. Palestine is already recognized by 75% of UN member states, but this recognition remains largely symbolic, as Palestine lacks internationally agreed boundaries, a capital, and an army. The two-state solution envisions a Palestinian state in the West Bank and Gaza Strip, with East Jerusalem as its capital. But with Israel occupying both territories, the Palestinian Authority has limited control. For the Labour Party, this has long been a rallying cry, with MPs pushing for a tougher stance on Israel. Yet critics ask, why place conditions on Israel, but not on Hamas? The chief rabbi, Sir Ephraim Mirvis, called for a pause, questioning why recognition isn't tied to a functioning Palestinian government or even the release of hostages. Foreign Office officials counter that statehood is a right of the Palestinian people, not dependent on Hamas, which the UK views as a terrorist group. So where do we go from here? Sir Keir insists Hamas will have no role in Palestine's future. But the path forward is anything but clear, with other countries like Portugal, France, Canada, and Australia also moving toward recognition. The global tide seems to be shifting. But is this the right move at the right time? Or is it a risky gamble that could derail peace efforts? What do you think? Is recognizing Palestine now a bold step toward justice or a misguided move that could backfire? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments. This is a conversation that needs to happen.